I mean, there's the pillars coming. Yeah, you can't share it. Is there anybody coming on the video? Get it shared, folks. I need you to get this shared. Police have already arrived with their cameras. I have said 4117. So yeah, folks, we're down in Ballymena here tonight. Obviously, to call for another protest, as there was a young girl who I believe is Queen Street at a B&M. Three men in a van tried to abduct this girl. So the people of Ballymena have called again for action. This is still going on down here. And from what I'm being led to believe is that they have just kept bringing them in, is what the term is being said.
They did wrong. They did wrong.
What?
They stand still the road and blocking the road, can be arrested.
It doesn't matter. These people are doing their own thing. They're doing their own thing. I know, but you go with a majority. You go with a majority.
Any chance you two guys walk beside each other speaking to each other?
Okay.
Any chance you two speaking to each other?
We'll speak later. Hey, so we're down here. Somebody's running about a wee bit hyped up. Just see. This one's a bit over anxious. Folks, get this shirt, because I think I'm the only one that does the Facebook feeds on this, so I need you to get the shirt out there. I can't share anything. My profile's been restricted. It's just to let you see. Basically what's happening is the people of Ballymena are trying to get the message out. They believe they're at risk. The women in particular believe they're at risk. There's been too many incidents that happened with the young girls down here. Where here, see Judas. You must be on the fucking 80 bags or something. I don't know.
First cunt across the road.
First cunt across the road. Here, come here to see your hat. Come here. Let's see your hat. Let's just see your hat. I know you do. Me to see.
My name's Rand Tyree.
Look at the hat.
And then the first cunt across the road.
That's it, now, because I'm trying to watch the language these days, you know, keeping it graceful and all that. There, mucker. There's our freedom dad doing his usual things, hey.
Support this movement! Get them out! Fucking hell! I have a voice, and I'm allowed to fucking have an opinion!
What's your... Here, come here.
No!
What's your opinion? Come here. Give us your story. Give us your story. Come on. Yes, not.
She brought me down here. I should be like, the fucking shit! Ah! You fucking sheep walking straight line! You know how to cross the road, oh my fucking god! Cross by me! You're breaking no laws. You'll fucking hold up traffic.
Yeah, exactly right. Jaywalking's not an arrestable offence, folks.
Arrestable offence? Is it? No!
There's a bit of a decent crowd here gathered up anyway. They're still walking down the street here, Victor. Yes, okay. Yes. Okay. And they're still coming. Remember, folks, great province-wide protesting, and protests all over the country. That's what we like to see. The boys running out of breath. Burn him safe. He'd sleep well tonight, so he will. He's doing his own wee thing there. Everybody else just stand watching. Right, sorry folks, forgot it was on there. So we're down in Ballymena again, as I say. Obviously, too many young girls are getting raped down here, and too many abductions are going on, and the people have had enough. It's still continuing on. Any investigations get into any of these possible gangs that are fighting age males, not from here, living in Ballymena. Oh, sorry, let the papers go on. What, Brett? She didn't mess about anyway. So, he just tried to obstruct the car, and the car just drove on. Like a wee woman's. But petrified there. So, what have we got? Let's show you what this boy's had.
You're something of that. Can you walk over that side of the road?
You want me to walk out? Not yet. There's a car coming.
Car, mate. What car?
What have that one accident?
Legally. Who's the fuck? Can you see me?
I thought I was Moss. This boy's taking the biscuit there. I'm not even going to report on what he's at there. Cause oh, fuck. Yeah, it'll not belong. I say it'll not belong to that place they're coming up and dealing with. That's fun. Maybe he's actually sober. Yeah, I'm just looking about here. There's still people coming down the street. As you can see, there's quick head count. There's about 70 people joined this peaceful protest down in Ballymena. We are standing at the corner of Lawrence Street, Douglas Terrace. So if anybody down local to these places, come and join us. Douglas Terrace, Francis Street, Lawrence Street. We're all met at this junction. And I think we're starting to walk again. Clonavon. Right, so the plan is here, folks, we're going to do a wee walk around on a route, taking us back round to Clonavon Terrace. Most obviously know Clonavon Terrace was where some of these perpetrators of raping young girls in Ballymena had lived. And from what I remember, is one of them actually fled, didn't he? Was able to get on a plane and disappear into the wilderness. So these people think they can just come here, run about like gang lords, rape our youngsters, and fuck off. Yeah. No. I think our people need to be getting themselves in order, getting your communities in order. Start getting some kind of grouping going. Ballymena, as you can see, already has the numbers. They have a good group of 30, 40 strong here, in opposition to the government's policies. And the word that I'm being told is that there seems to be more and more. Now, what happens from what I see going on when it comes to the housing of these fighting age males is it only takes one to get a house. Once they're granted asylum, they can bring their aunties, their uncles, their extended family folks. Let's not mention the breeding rate. While us, UK, Irish people, UK and Irish people have a birth rate of roughly 1.5. I mean, over a very long period of time, this government has done nothing but try to shut down our people's right to breed, let's call it. When they're getting on like a Chinese communist system where you're only allowed to have one youngster. Any more above that, you get penalised. And it's just like here, our own, you get money for first two children, then get none after that. Yet asylum seekers, once they come, they get asylum. They get for their children, all their children. And listen, folks, I'm like, you know, asylum seekers, sorry to say, you know, come from war-torn countries. But these people here travel through war-torn countries. These fighting age males that are getting put up in our hotels, they travel through war-torn countries and should France not be their last port of call. You know, nobody strangers the video that's going about where there was a lorry that went and loaded boats up, let's say, just off where Dover is, aboard of the boat. And what were they doing? Taking them back to Calais, taking those dinghies back to Calais. Those dinghies not supposed to be destroyed. I think a real peaceful, lawful resistance is down to the people. You know, if the authorities are not going to punch for them boats, shouldn't the people go down and do it? Let's just have a look here. There's the police wagons out again. Good, everyone. We're all up at the Moot Bar, folks, so anybody that's out, come to the Moot Bar. You want to come and join us? You want to come and meet us? So we are at the Moot Bar. I'll be getting in there and getting collecting the petition that I've left in there.
I got myself a free tracksuit. Yeah, my fucking free tracksuit.
I've got two of them, mate. I got two in the space of a week. He's away after him, chasing him up the street house. Crazy. Ah, he is. He's away like hammers. He must be looking on our tracksuit. You don't know one of them tracksuits, hasn't he? A couple of them great tracksuits myself in the last week.
Every night.
I know.
Every night, the way they do in Belfast. Keep the faces out of it, no?
That's I always keep them facing my ugly mug. Well, sometimes I turn them around. I think most of the people's proud to show that they're outstanding now, aren't they? You know, it's people ask me why I do it. You know, I want my 4 young boys to be able to grow up and say, my dad tried something. My dad stood for what he believed in. And that's the future of our children. There's the police going around in circles now. There's the police chasing this boy. Up on the left of him. They're after him. Hold on, stay with him. Stay on him, stay on him.
Stay in the crowd. The crowd can protect me.
Stay in the crowd. Stay in the crowd.
Take the hat off, I'm not ready.
Sorry, Ellen, sorry. You know, the jester's the only one that's allowed to insult the monarch. That's our jester. Our jester's down to joke and jest, you know. As I say, folks, you know.
Keep walking, keep walking.
You love my coat.
I know.
Love my coat.
Just stay where you are. Don't even look. Don't even look round. Keep your head down. He's watching him. Knock the camera. Get the head down. Camera's on. So there you go, folks. As you can see, we're just walking down the street. This video is going to go on for a while, folks. So get it shared out there. Let's show the people in Belfast what's going on down in Ballymena. Let's try and get this spread around the world. If you're not from Northern Ireland, folks, if you're from England, Scotland, Wales, America, Australia, get this shared out. Show the people of Ballymena have once again come out to make a stand. Stand against this corrupt, de facto government. Let's go, folks. Go ahead, I'm tailing it, just. I'm tailing it, Nicola. Yes.
Remember the boy that you were speaking to down at the car wash? The boy.
Yes,
that
he
was
messages
on
me.
bail? That's his woman.
How you doing, love?
Oh,
Hi.
yes, I
She
know.
Hi,
She comes to
yes.
everyone.
Right.
Because the class house is racist. We're not racist.
No, I know that. No, I remember you done an interview with one of my friends. Your husband got bail conditions.
Yeah. They phoned an ambulance and it was the police came and arrested him.
The police came and arrested him. What was the ambulance phoned for? Who was hurt?
Henry was unwell.
He was unwell in what way? It was a sick,
He
sore
has-
tummy or?
No, he is bad mental health.
Right.
And the police team. Is that the way it was?
You know, he tried to explain there was something to do with a crate, plastic crate or something was used.
No.
He told me he was being done for assault.
Yeah, so he is. They're trying to do him for assault and domestic violence. But
How did he assault? Well, I suppose that's something you could talk about. Maybe not talk about the case.
remember the day that I said to you that Philip was down? Yeah. He was telling this man about, the police were trying to do him for
Lucy, isn't it? Lucy.
hitting you with a crate or something. Your face says it all.
Has your husband ever been aggressive? Is he ever an aggressive man? No?
No.
And he's younger or anything? No? There's CJ Otis, Northern Ireland behind us there. Plenty of citizen journalists down here tonight.
That's roasting.
Plenty.
Let's
You
go.
have Freedom Dad on YouTube. You have Neat Pinky on TikTok. Oh, sorry. Right, so yeah, that girl's just talking to her husband Philippe. He's involved in an incident, an assault incident or something like that. He's been charged with assault, but I don't know on who. Excuse me. Here we go. We're now coming back down to this street, folks, where you remember Clonavon Terrace. Just like to see Clonavon Terrace, and you remember. Well, maybe you don't remember. Maybe none of you have seen this here. And get the video shared, folks. We're back down at this street, Clonavon Terrace. I'm just coming up to the houses here. The last time there was a protest down here, a peaceful protest went on for hours. Someone got a bit wound up, and there was a bit of damage done. Somehow the place went on fire. I'm not sure about any of that. I wasn't there that night. I'm just going on reports and videos that I've seen around. Yeah, Jesus flag. Now see some flags, Northern Ireland flag, Union Jack flags, on some of these properties. And what I was told, some of the locals, some of the landlords had been giving out, let's say, Northern Ireland flags, Union Jack flags to some people living in these houses that weren't actually citizens, let's say, of the United Kingdom. I think it was, they were putting flags on the windows to protect the landlord's property and not to protect the people's rights. Just had a recap. We thought, there was an incident. Well, let's not call it an incident. It was maybe a stupid idea. You seen there, I think it was something from East Side Productions. There was a bake party or something was to happen in Newton Ards Road somewhere around C.S. Lewis Square. But it was baking cakes to raise money for Palestine. I thought it was made pretty clear to all these woke ideologies coming from Sinn Féin and others, planting things, planting wrongings, planting unsavoury peoples in East Belfast. I thought it already says that we're not going to be accepting them kind of people. No. You will not manipulate the ways of the people of East Belfast by planting targets in East Belfast. Sinn Féin. Because that's what you're at. You're trying to manipulate the people, the Protestant people, into reacting. So you can make us look the bad people. But here's the thing, Sinn Féin. And I mean, you know it's true. Once there's enough of these and then they get one member to get voted for, all their votes for yous drop and they all go for their own. That's how it works. You know that. We're not too far off a time when you used to threaten your own people to go and vote for you. You know? Talk about manipulation and manipulating your own people. He's been doing it for a very long time. And it's great to see, especially over this last 5 years since the conflict broke out, that a lot. Oh no, Oh no. That a lot of the Catholic people, Irish people, are caught on to Sinn Féin. They're caught on. And that goes out to the others too. Unionist parties that have allowed us to get to this point. You know, we can go over the last 3 years. Let's take account on how many incidents involving our girls getting raped. And it is only our girls, by the way, folks. On another note, if there are good asylum seekers coming here, how come they're not out with us? How come they're not out joining us on these walks? Standing up for our own people. Standing up for the values of this country they came to. Are they blocking off the road up there? Folks, we're just walking around here. Come out and join us. You might as well.
If anybody's about Ballymena, then that's how I knew about it. I just seen, I think it was maybe yourself I seen on. I just says I'll be down to join you.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it before that. I'm on your page. I thought you anyway, but I hadn't known it today, so I didn't even know you were coming down.
I like to keep things. I know. I don't. I keep it on the quiet. I'll post them, and then just appear here or there.
See, I don't know anything about fucking editing or none of that there. So anything that goes up, I just hit to post the 10-second review. You get the most fucking roses for this and all that there, but so I do just post them, but there's no editing.
I go. I have a laptop and I was trying to get the time to sit down and see all the stuff. You have to get into your head what's going on here. Help people try and understand. That's what I.
It's like yourself.
That's what I do.
Down, it got people out. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for you coming down, I would say there wasn't enough people.
It's always been about raising awareness for me, folks. Years ago I was calling this a Trojan horse. What was going on, and we're now at the point where everyone can see it. I was talking about the grape gangs. All the rapes that are happening in our youngsters are all racially motivated. There's no doubt about that. It's only our girls. Rotten, dirty, rotten bastards. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes.
Serve the public! Public servants!
I don't know if they're public servants, maybe servants of the crown. The crown. Crown servants, that's what they are. They work for the crown. They don't work for the public.
What's happened?
I go back when the first police force was all set up. Some of you might find that they were actually set up to protect the government. And why would the police force need to be set up to protect the government? What could the government be doing that would be so, say, detrimental to the people that it would cause them to raise?
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my mom. Okay, tell them that. That's an alright turnout, isn't it? Sort of like, man. Who brought the chest
The
out?
numbers only one of them and some fucking person, but
Uh-huh.
somebody
There's just one more.
organization or something.
Uh-huh.
And then they'll be fucking down.
People don't listen because your man dad told you don't touch nettles to sting you. And all you stick kids never got stung by a nettle, didn't you?
Quote of the week.
Got a new philosopher out of us in age, folks. You hear that one? Oh, what's going on here? So we've done a lap there, folks. We've got back round to the starting point of Clonavon Terrace, and we're going to be heading back round to the car park, I assume, and just following suit.
Let Ballymena come back.
Keep turning around here and trying to get him, man. Yeah, it's to say, this is the old jester. Only the jester gets to mock the monarch. You know what they say? There you go. So, yep, good numbers turned out tonight, folks. Down to Ballymena here. Second time round, a bit more, yeah, still peaceful. Let's just say that. I think the initial plan is just to come down and get everyone in line and just to remind the others of Ballymena via social media and all the platforms going on that it's still happening and the people are still not happy with how the issues have been addressed, let's say. The incidents going on down here. Freedom Dad, as you all know. Freedom Dad 73 on YouTube. So the crowd is actually spread right up and down the street now. To say it's out in different gaps from the front to the back. So all the patriots behind us. The police car over there keeping deck. Streets are pretty quiet, Ballymena, I'll be honest. Walking about, there's not much happening. Apart from the patriots on the street. Once again. I mean, folks, this Saturday, remember, Stormont, 1 p.m. It's all about the unity for me. You know, our numbers double when we unify. And I'm not out here asking, paramilitaries to bang heads together and join together. I'm asking the people, the ODCs, some people may remember the term, the ordinary decent citizens. Although back in the day it was the ordinary decent criminals, It's those of us that need to come together. Where's the Generation X? Isn't it time the Generation X folks like myself in the 80s, early 90s, snapped out of our hypnosis? Isn't it time we stopped giving fiddlers? Isn't it time? Because this isn't going to stop. The government have made it abundantly clear that they're not going to stop filling their hotels, and our hotels, what do? They just circulate and filter people through. It's like human trafficking. They'll bring so many in. All right, boss? How are you? Clifford? Go on. Yeah, no worries. What's up with that? I'm on a live at the minute. But I think it's going to end here shortly, Cliff and Imogen. So, just walking back up the meeting point up here. Try and give you a view of what's going on. A good crowd anyway. Good crowd. It was kept peaceful. No nuances. Yeah. Only a jester. You watching it now? You were watching it? I'll say hello to your friends.
Hi.
Hello. So, anyway, I think that's it coming to an end, is it? I think everybody's got their 10,000 steps up at least. Be ready to maybe call it an end. Just on to see what the next process is, folks. What's going down, what's happening. Let's have a look. Are they going down to Queen Street or? I don't know. Is Queen Street that way?
I don't know. Oh, yes.
I guess if we go this way, we'll find out if it's Queen Street. Let's go. So, on the go. On the mark. Go. On the walk. Go. Yes.
Right.
Is that it?
Do you know where we're walking to?
Get back around that car park.
Oh, right. We're doing a bit of a...
You don't know where it happens. Hey, on there. Okay.
Lindsay, are you taller than me? Oh, no.
Got a bottle of shorties here. A bottle of the shorties. Or Lynn. Or Lindsay.
I'm 4'8.5".
Don't know if she'll be getting footage of him or not. Maybe used as evidence against them. We've got the camera boys out. No warnings have been given out saying that, because obviously everybody's just out for a walk, aren't we? Everybody's just exercising their right to breathe recreational air whilst on a walk, building up their 10,000 steps. Craziness. Absolute craziness. So yeah, anyway, Saturday, folks, is the next big one. Stormont, 1 p.m. What it is, I'm getting a lot of messages as well, but doing a few posts on it tonight, and I will be ramping it up just to let you all know. A lot of people who are disabled will not be able to make it to the Carson statue. So what the plans are is just to take it back to where it was, where the last protest at Stormont was at Massey Avenue. Remember now, the entrance at Massey Avenue. We'll get you to Stormont, and that way it's just a short 30-40 yard venture to get to the platform. So that's Massey Avenue, Stormont, 1 p.m. Remember, folks, we need to start addressing the housing situation here. Why are our own not being housed first? Why are we allowing choice housing for profit companies, private profit companies? Why are we allowing them, the housing sector, why are we allowing them to keep our people on the street? Recent report, someone was telling me there's about just over 2,000 homeless in Mid-Ulster, and the number is growing, folks. So while these asylum seekers get housed up all across this great province of Northern Ireland, and our own are being left on the streets, families, mothers, children are being told, I guess cars just doing laps to keep up the tempo going. Mothers with children are being told that they have to stay in hostels, long way away from where they have raised their children. Hostels are no places for families. What about a hotel? Why can't this stinking de facto government put these families in hotels? Does that not make sense? Why not put our own hotels? Why is our own people being domestically abused by this government? Look, for the last 5 years, I made out too. I tell you why. Because the people have allowed it. And it's time that stopped. It's time that people stopped allowing this treasonous government trample all over your rights and walk all over your rights. It's time you started arming yourselves with your Bill of Rights, folks. It's your constitutional rights. And yes, it apply here in Northern Ireland. And so does, yes, the Magna Carta. And yes, this petition to the King, just to keep you updated, I will be collecting this Sunday, I will be collecting all the signatures from the depots. All right, folks? From the depots that I left them all in. So for a last run, if you're out in the bars in the Shankill, 2 bars of Sandy Row, I'm pretty sure Ruby's had one. Is that right, Kate? Dundela Club, D-Side, Westburn. So those are the other depots, folks, that you can go and get your signatures in now if you haven't done so already. I'll be collecting them all in for Sunday. They will be getting ready up for postage. And they will be getting sent off to the King. And then the process will start. We will await our 30 days for our grievances to be addressed against these illegal migrants being put up in our hotels, being shipped out of our hotels and being put into houses in our communities. On another note, what I was saying earlier on, yes, just a reminder, the people of East Belfast are not any way affiliated with any kind of support for Hamas. Hamas are a terrorist organisation, and the innocent people of Gaza need freed from Hamas. And if it's going to take the IDF to go in on foot to do that, then so be it. It's the only way I can see that the people of Palestine can truly be free. If they rid them of Hamas, there's a chance. There's a chance. But as things stand, when you have a terrorist organisation, and let's not be no strangers, folks, in Northern Ireland here, we suffered many decades of terror. So we understand, and yes, we all do, we know the dangers that the innocent people of Gaza face. And I'm against all wars, folks. I don't just pick and choose. I don't believe there should be any wars on this earth. All wars are for profit. All wars are for money deals, arms trades. If there's no wars, there's no reason to build weapons, is there? And who creates wars? Those at the top. Those who only are going to benefit from the wars. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, big arms dealers. And speaking of arms, speaking of weapons, there seems to be more reports coming out of weapons dumps, arms containers, let's say, weapons containers being moved about in the UK. And imagine if they fell into the wrong hands, folks. I would like to think that the people here of this country have some stashed, just in case. So we've done our full lap now. We're basically not too far from the car park, coming back round. I don't know. I don't know if I'd suit a pink sweatshirt. I think it would take the rough look away from me. So yeah, folks, here we are, the Great Province-wide protest, N.I. Remember, get on my page, like, subscribe, because there's plenty more protests to come here in Northern Ireland. And from what I can see, there's about 10 citizen journalists at least down here recording everything. As I said many, many months ago, the revolution will be televised. Peaceful, resolute revolution. Practical, lawful dissent. This is what we're doing. This is how we go forward. And we're only at the start. We're only at the start of practical, lawful dissent, folks. Look at it this way. When I talk about they're trying to rid us of our rights, here's an example. They tried to tell us that we could not protest. But we protested, and they've done nothing. The only ones affected from the protests are the ones who get a bit anti, get a bit carried away with their frustrations, obviously, going over the line. Every day, folks, every day you're hearing the same stories. Someone was followed, someone was stalked, someone was stopped, guards are getting stopped. Long for the PSNI, they're attempting to stop the PSNI because, believe me, Mr. and Mrs. in the PSNI, these people disrespect you a lot more than what we do. A lot more than what we, your own people, do. And I'm just still one of them guys. And maybe if I seen one of these jihadis trying to cut up a police officer in uniform, maybe, yeah, I would jump in. One of my own. They wear a uniform, signed to an organisation that's only turning against its own people. Well, we never were the PSNI's people. As soon as they became partisan political control, they showed their hand. That doesn't apply to all you individual officers. As I know from previous experiences, these are actually dead on. So, I think that's it, came to an end, folks, and I think I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Remember, send this to your friends. Get the page put out there. I've lost 4,500 to 5,000 likes on this page over the last week due to some malfunction on Facebook. Who knows? But we need the numbers to keep going, folks. So get this shared, get it out there. The Great Province Way protest, N.I. And I will speak to you all soon at the next one. And just a bit of a look, just a reminder, folks. And this is this country, which we were raised on. And it's down to us to remind everyone that we're God's country, we're God's people, and we will fight God's fight. Bye.